Why do you even do the thing that you do? Why did you do the hard thing? Go get the training or certifications and now came out, launched yourself into the world as a therapist or a healer or a coach. But like, why? What is your reason for it? And is that not important enough that you do the hard thing of putting yourself out there? You do the hard thing of working on your visibility, communicating your ideas and your beliefs and your values into the world in order to serve that original reason, your original why. Is it not important to you? If it was, wouldn't you be working on it? When I work with coaches, healers, and therapists on their personal branding, often one of the things that really holds them back is this fear of rejection, this fear of being seen, this fear of being judged, of not being taken seriously. And I get that because I'm also highly sensitive and I'm also neurodivergent. But I have worked so hard to continuously remind myself of why I'm doing this, why it's so important, why me putting myself out there, maybe making a fool of myself again and again online in front of my network because I am less important in the situation. What's more important is you or is my client, the person that I'm trying to serve. And it's more important that I get to reach you, that through the internet, through the power of the YouTube algorithm, this video reaches you so that you hear me, you see me, and decide to take a step also for yourself to do the hard thing and work on your personal branding. What I'm trying to say here is that in this work, when you're a service based person, when serving others is at the heart of your soul, when that is more important to you than your own image, than your own embarrassment or your own shyness or your own limitations, then you're willing to do the hard work it takes to put yourself out there, to do all the things in order to stand out from the crowd because you believe in what you are here to do for that person who you're trying to help. When it comes to personal branding, my philosophy is that we have to make it absolutely not personal at all. I made a whole video about this. Please go watch it here. Personal branding is not personal. It has to be about the person that you're trying to serve. It must not be about you. Because when you make it about you, that's when you allow those fears to come up and block you. You allow those fears to just hold you captive so you don't do the scary things of putting yourself out there, of emailing your entire network, letting them know that you are a therapist or a coach now and you're trying to help a certain type of person. When you make it about that person that you're trying to help, that certain type of person, then it's a lot easier for you to put yourself, your fears, your ego in the background and do the hard thing of potentially embarrassing yourself in this entrepreneurial journey in order to reach your ideal client, in order to reach that one person you got into this whole business for. And most often than not, that one person is actually an older version of you, just a past version of you who was in a deep pain. And you know this because you were that person. You feel that pain intimately. And through time and space, you want to reach out back into the past and from your current older, wiser version of you, want to offer help, support, advice, tips, whatever it is to help that older version of you. Most often than not, my clients have an older version of themselves as an ideal client avatar, or ideal client profile. I know I do. My ideal client profile is an older version of me, a past version of me. And that's okay. I want to tell you that. Now that you know everything about who I love to serve and how I love to serve them, I guess I should tell you a bit about me. My name is Ritu Riedweg. I do personal branding and make beautiful websites for coaches, therapists, and alternative healers so that they can stand out online, get found on Google, and fill their calendar with their ideal clients. That means make enough money serving their ideal clients so that they can do the work that they're meant to do. Let me tell you now what happens when you don't do the hard thing of putting yourself out there. When you don't do the hard thing of doing your personal branding so that you stand out in a sea of noise, in a sea of fake randos that are trying to claim that they do the same thing that you do, but not at the highest level of quality that you can do it. When you don't do that hard work, that older version of you that you are actually in this whole business trying to help, that version of you doesn't get the support that it needed. And therefore, it has a knock on effect on your current version. And when you do the hard work, you go and help that past version of you, a quantum time jump happens. I'm getting so metaphysical here, but stick with me. And the current version of you benefits from that exponentially. What happens when you don't do the hard work? The regret, inner regret that fills you up until you hardly can breathe, just drowns you down, just pulls you down. I know this from my deepest inner experience. When you don't do the hard thing of doing the hard work, like I keep saying the word hard again and again and again because it is hard. It is so hard to be self employed, to establish your own business, to face your own demons, to talk to all the mean little voices in your head that are constantly trying to tell you, who are you to do this? Who are you to have a business? Who are you to serve somebody? I am listening and battling with those voices every single day. But if you let those voices win, then what happens is that at the end of the night, like sleep doesn't come. You can't get to rest because a part of you knows you didn't do everything in your power on your mission. You didn't do everything in your power to serve that person that you're meant to serve, to reach out to them through the noise of the internet and reach out, like literally reach out your hand so that she might somewhere see that, see and hear your signal and respond back. It gets harder every day to live with yourself when you're not listening to that call, to that calling from your heart, from your soul, to step into the mission that you are on this planet to serve. Hard work, that's a common theme that I've been going on and on and on about. Service is the next thing. Forgetting about yourself in the service of the person that you're trying to help, and the regret that comes when you haven't done that scary thing. These are the costs of not taking action. These are the costs of not doing those scary things, not taking those difficult steps in order to establish your personal brand, your business, your service based business, your therapy practice, your coaching practice. Because when you make a difference in that one person's life, your ideal client, it's just one person. There's multiple fractures of that one person, but it's actually just that one person. When you really touch that person's life deeply, then you empower them to go on and shine brightly and touch another 100 people's life. And those 100 people go on and continue to do that. So by just making a difference in one person's life, the knock on effect, the exponential effect that you might be having is so huge. Like my mind doesn't even comprehend. And that's what makes it so heavy when we don't do that thing. Because a huge change and a huge ripple effect in the world is riding on our shoulders. I'm not trying to put extra pressure on you that you don't need or want right now, but I'm just trying to say that you just have to help that one person. And who knows what that one person's effect on the world is going to be because they trusted you, they allowed you, they opened up their heart and their space and their soul for your work to have a deep effect on them. So, this is the work I do, and I would love to talk to you more about your mission, about your one person, and about the fears or the big things that are holding you back, that are making you afraid to step out, to stand out online. And I just love to talk to you and hear your story. I want you to click the link in the description and book a call with me. I just want to hear your story. I want to hear about what it is that might be holding you back and what is your mission that you're feeling called to from your heart. And who is that one person that you know in your bones you're meant to help? If you want to hear more of my personal branding journey and my story, then in this video, I explain the whole thing.